Hi, you're with Shane on Live Sessions, a show where we promote unsigned Australian singer-songwriters. We concentrate on artists that are well established in the local community and wish to make a career out of the Australian music scene. Take a look at this. Six Pocket Theory, welcome to Live Sessions.
Thanks for having us.
The name Six Pocket Theory, where did that come from?
Had one dark evening, we were playing Drug Wars on the computer, and we were looking for a name, and in comes our friend Carl, who had heard about the theory in pool, the Six Pocket Theory, which is when all the balls are in a group, that if you just smack the ball into them, at least one ball's going to go in. And we thought that that suited our nature, so we went with Six Pocket Theory.
It's a good name. Very good name. Band's a bit like marriages, you never really break up, so how long have you guys been together?
Since late 98, and that was myself and Will primarily, and with a couple of other guys, and Cov and Pete have joined us for a variety of reasons, other members left, and this is the lineup for what now?
So is this the original lineup from what appears on the CD?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Anybody else can answer any questions here?
No.
Go and ask.
Hello, I'm Pete. I'm the bass player.
I'm gonna ask
I'm going to talk a bit now. Aaron's voice is sore.
So this is not the original lineup.
No. This has gone through many lineup changes. I wasn't even in the original band. I was a close friend of the original band to begin with, but creative differences, I suppose, drew a few people away. A couple of people decided they wanted to go find themselves. So, yeah, we've had a lot of trouble with drummers. We've been through, 4 or 5 drummers now. We've had Ben for a while now. He's doing pretty good, we think. Yep.
So who's who and who plays what?
All right, we will start.
Hi, I'm Ben. I play drums sometimes, all the time.
I'm Pete. I play the bass guitar.
That's not an instrument.
Shut up. Sorry.
I'm Will. I play guitar all the time.
I'm Silo and I sing.
And what does the future hold for Six Pocket Theory? What are your ambitions?
I'd like to play the Sydney Football Stadium. I don't think it's too much to ask. Probably...
Madison Square Garden would be good.
I like Madison Square Garden. I think if we could outsell U2, that would be a good goal. Maybe Elvis. Like a mansion, something like Graceland, but in Hornsby. Bring people back to Hornsby.
That's right.
That's about it for me personally.
Yeah, I just sort of go with the flow, and I have big ambitions. I don't quite know what they are. I just know they're quite big, and like just to be, I don't know, remembered. I guess that'd be nice.
What they said, I guess. I mean, that covers it. I want the country pub. I want to be the owner of a country pub and just have enough money to do that. So, yeah, we got to get rich and famous. I'd call it Pete Town. Well, maybe the Six Pocket Theory Hotel then, in memory of our great band that we had that was awesome. Look out for the covers band playing near you. Ben, what do you want to do? Have a go.
You know, I actually want to own a hamburger shop. I can just sit around, cook food all day, and eat. That'd be awesome. I would have liked to have owned a pub, but I'll probably be living at Pete's.
Okay, one by one, what do you think of today's music scene?
In 25 words or less, awkward, biased, difficult, but we'll still have fun anyway. Make the most of it while we can.
I reckon it needs a lot of help. There's just something wrong with people today. It's not the music industry itself, I think. I think it's... Well, it's the fact that the kids are buying the shit. I'm allowed to swear, aren't I? Are we good with that?
go.
No? Yeah, cool.
Too late now.
It's not the music industry itself. It's the fact that there are kids out there that will buy the Britney Spears, will buy the fucking... What's her name? Not Ashley Simpson, the little sister. That's even worse.
See,
No, Ashley's the little
I'm
sister.
going to call it the MPEG generation.
Yeah.
Shit
And
sound,
it's
shit
terrible.
music.
Yeah, and it lasts 5 minutes and then it's forgotten. You know, where does a serious band that wants to be remembered stand in all that? I don't know. Sad.
I think it's lacks a bit of originality, and yeah, I'm not too happy with it. But I know it's can't really do much about it.
I got no problem with it. I reckon you just got to dig deeper to find the good stuff now. I think the live music scene is a big problem. I don't think what's getting released out there is an issue at all. I think it's supply and demand. People want to buy Britney Spears, let them buy Britney Spears. But I think it would be nice to have more places to go to play live music and to see live music. And there's not a lot out there at the moment. And it's a real struggle for up-and-coming bands to find a place to go. And I think that's the big problem at the moment. I've got no problem with Australian Idol. I think it's awesome.
We'll go in it and
If there's... put more music on the TV as far as I'm concerned.
Hi, my name's Shane Cook. Welcome back to this edition of Live Sessions. I'm just about to talk to a band called No Dice, a kind of blues, rock, jazzy band, and we better get on with it because they're just about to go on stage. Okay, No Dice. Who's who and who plays what?
I'm Tim and I play drums.
I'm a second Tim and I play bass.
Yeah, g'day, I'm Mark. I play guitar and vocals. I'm Ben and I play keyboards.
I'm Rob and I play tenor saxophone.
I gather you're all playing the band called No Dice. So where did the name No Dice come from? Where did the name No Dice come from? Who's going to answer that?
I guess I could. Yeah. No Dice basically came from, we've all played in bands together before, and we basically were trying a whole lot of names and it was No Dice every time we came up with one, so No Dice it became. I think we keep landing on that one every time, so that's it.
And how long have you been together? Who wants that one?
We've been together in various forms for about 3 or 4 years. In this current lineup, about 2.5 years, roughly.
Now, rumour has it you have another band, a smaller band that plays weddings and funerals and things. Is that true? A little jazz combo on the side. Is that you guys or these guys?
Yeah, that's quite true. Yeah, myself and Timbo and Rob do a little trio thing that we book out for weddings and functions and stuff like that, playing jazz and little bits of funk and things like that. So yeah.
Well, I guess the most important question to ask is what sort of music do you play and what are your influences? I'll go right around with that one.
We play a lot of stuff from, I suppose, traditional blues, and we get pretty funky, and some of the old school funk and some of the modern funk, and we try and just modernise blues a bit and try and bring it back a bit more mainstream. I guess we all have listened to a fair bit of Stevie Ray Vaughan and the old school stuff, Jimi Hendrix, and that sort of gear.
I guess I listen to a lot of Blues Brothers stuff, a lot of Paul Schaefer piano blues stuff. Big fan of Herbie Hancock, yeah. Listen to a lot of jazz growing up, and of course blues is a big part of that. So sort of picked up the chords and yeah.
Paul Schaefer, is that the David Letterman? Oh, okay, that's the one.
Pretty much it's influenced me on guitar is Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, as far as the American players go, and I tend to I like a lot of Aussie musicians. I'm a big fan of Dynamic Hypnotics and all the Sydney blues and funk scene. They're absolutely awesome. So I guess all of those sorts of things influence me.
Yeah, I'm probably a bit closer to Ben in this regard. I'm into a lot of jazz and funk sort of stuff. So things like Herbie Hancock and Steely Dan and those kind of bits and pieces.
And I'd probably bring the dirty rock contingent to the band. That's probably safe to say. Anything loud and raw, that's probably me. So, yeah.
Okay, what are your ambitions? What do you hope to achieve out of the Australian music scene? Who wants to answer that one? And we have a jackpot going off. Thank you.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. Okay, who wants to answer that one?
Basically, with the Australian music scene the way it is at the moment, we want to bring blues back, merge it with rock, so make a good, dance atmosphere. People have fun when we play, and we hope others take the same line and want to bring back live entertainment into Australian venues, basically, and sort of bring it back to earth, if I could put it that way. Yeah.
There's so many great musicians in Australia who it's really tough for them to get a fair go, because a lot of venues want to take the safe option and hire fewer people to do a gig and
Like cover bands.
yeah, exactly, like cover bands, DJs, and there really is a massive pool of musical talent in this country, and venues, like small venues, that's where they get a start. You know, they need to get just a real fair go, just starting out, and that's when they can get picked up and then, you know, move on to bigger and better things and help out the industry. So it's sort of on the ground level where we really need to just push to get more support.
Okay, so No Dice, where can we contact you? Have you got a website, phone numbers?
Yeah, our website. Well, the website is we got a MySpace site. It's www.myspace.com/No Dice Blues Music, all one word. And we've got an email too. It's on the MySpace site, so if you check that out, it's no.dice.blues.band at gmail.com.
Say that to me again. What was that email?
Oh, here we go. no.dice.blues.band@gmail.com.
No Dice, thanks for talking the live sessions. We'll see you on stage.
I'm out to have some fun. I play when I'm allowed. And when it comes down to it, I'm here to please the crowd. You don't like what I do, but people like the way I play. I'll never let it get me down. I'll be a friend another day. So don't be so pernicious, don't be so suspicious. I'm a part of the same. I do all that I can to be a better man. I'll learn, get my pen, and only take advice from a better man. I'll keep on rocking on the ground, rocking till the day I die. And even then I keep on rocking, rock the place up in the sky. So don't be so pernicious, don't be so suspicious. I'm a part of the same. I do
interesting thing happened tonight. I came into the hotel to interview No Dice and have a chat with them, and there, lo and behold, was a female engineer whose name is Faye Ried. Faye Ried, welcome to Live Sessions.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did you get involved in this industry?
For many years, do you want me to hold that?
Yeah.
For many years, I was a musician, and I had a band in this country called the Party Girls, which did quite well for
Did you
ourselves.
say Party Girls?
I said Party Girls,
You
yes.
said Party Girls, folks.
That was some time back, and music was very good to me. Prior to that, for years, we played overseas in Europe and right around Europe and in Africa, etc. So when we came back here a little while after we got back here, we did Party Girls. So I've always been in the music industry, and when the Party Girls finished, it was like I actually owned the PA that the Party Girls had. So it was like, what do I do now with a 10-ton truck? And, I know, I'll become a sound engineer. So, yeah, and I've always enjoyed sound, and it's a way of giving back. I didn't go into the corporate stuff purposely, because give the kids a chance, give them a good sound, basically.
Tell me, what bands have you worked with other than No Dice and the Party Girls?
I was at the Annandale Hotel for a long time, so just about everybody.
Well, that'd be right too. How long were you there for?
I had a PA in there till they bought their Nexo system, probably 3 years or so. Prior to that, we did my big PAs years ago. We did people like Sonic Youth and Dinosaur Jr. and everybody.
We've actually met a long time ago, and I can't recall where or when. It may have been one of those days when, who knows? Yeah. If you survived the 60s, well, you've done pretty well. But it was well after the 60s, wasn't it? I think maybe the 80s we met somewhere. I may have been just learning the game, and you may be just starting off also. But what instruments do you play?
I'm actually a bass player.
The bass player. Yep. Now, okay, with your engineering, do you go into the studio and record bands live, produce CDs for bands, or is it all live stuff?
No, I have really stuck to the live stuff. I don't actually like studio recording. You're, four walls and you never see daylight, and everything takes so long. I mean, a snare drum can take the sound on the snare. 4 hours later, the poor guy's still pounding the snare drum. I like things to move fast,
It's got to happen on the spot.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what's the future hold for you? You're going to keep doing this?
Yeah, I've been doing actually a lot of cabaret. I'm at a place called Slide at the moment in Oxford Street. Very beautiful venue, and I don't know anything about cabaret, so these artists come in, I haven't got a clue who they are. But it's nice because you're home earlier. That's got a big plus, and you're not carrying dirty, big black boxes.
Well, Faye, it's been a delight talking to you, and thanks for talking to us here at Live Sessions, and we look forward to hearing your sound tonight.
Absolute pleasure talking to you.